Well, sorry for us, we had to cut away from that segment of the Woods House tag team coming to blows, but we gotta move on. The huge UWA Championship match as Lord Magma, the leader of the Nation of Violence, he defends the UWA Championship against Quinton Rampage Jackson. And Rampage, ever since Pt.10 earlier this year, Rampage has had his sights set on Lord Magma. He then goes to every single Nation of Violence member one by one until the day comes he gets Lord Magma in one-on-one. That day comes here tonight up next. Of course, here comes Lord Magma, like I said, the leader of the Nation of Violence. Earlier this year, I love it, first fight on March 18th, when we saw the beginning of the Nation of Violence. Back then, Samoa Joe. This was his brainchild. This was Samoa Joe's organization. Then we saw a double swerve at Pt.10. We found out that Lord Magma assumed the role of leader and kicked out Samoa Joe unceremoniously. And ever since then, Lord Magma and his bunch have been damn right unstoppable.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the UWA Championship. On his way to the ring, he is the current UWA Champion, representing the Nation of Violence. From parts unknown, Lord Magma.
You can see Lord Magma, Hell's Gatekeeper, walking through the gates of hell, coming here tonight in Los Angeles to do battle with Rampage. But one by one, folks, Rampage was able to turn the chunk of every single Nation of Violence member. First, Vaughn, Kreed, then Vicious, then Vampiro on the last episode of Assault. As a member, Rampage was thrown down to hell on episode 38 of Assault, trapped there, and how the only way he can escape the confines of hell is to go through Vampiro one-on-one. And Rampage overcame Vampiro's might. I found a way to escape hell to challenge this man tonight here at Pt.10. We saw a death-defying spot to close the show at episode 40. And I'll be surprised if Rampage even 100% here, putting his body on the line to take out Lord Magma and spear him off the stage. And of course, Lord Magma is totally non-human. I mean, of course, Rampage didn't get injured by that spot. He didn't get taken out and unconscious. He eventually walked through. Rampage had to get carried away. But luckily, he's here tonight to do a battle.
Now approaching the ring, he's the challenger from Irvine, California. He is the UWA's next big thing, Quinton Rampage Jackson.
Folks, ever since last year's King of Fame, when Rampage made his epic debut and challenged the franchise player and won the UWA Championship in his first match, a lot of people were pissed, some people were excited to see Rampage in the UWA. Everyone had their own opinion about last year's King of Fame, but there's two things that we know for sure. Rampage has said, and wherever he goes, he makes history. That indeed is true what he did here at UWA over the last year. And of course, Rampage has said that he's got to challenge all comers, and he's done that as well. And now tonight, finally, it's been over a year, and Rampage finally gets another shot at the UWA Championship. Actually, to be more correct, the last time we've seen Rampage to compete for the UWA Championship was earlier this year at first fight when he fought Samoa Joe.
And here we go, folks. These two larger-than-life icons facing off to do battle here. One of the first of several main events here to come, ending tonight's claim to fame CPV. Yeah, that's right, folks. UWA is so good. We actually have several main events.
That's right. We still have 3 more matches to go after this, and we still have the Matter of Respect match between the franchise. We have the Destroyer, Steve Hebert, and the Taxman. This match is going to come up later. And of course, we also have for the Women's Championship, we have Koko challenging Ursula Areano for the Women's Championship. And also, we have the huge 6-man Elimination tag team match as the Nation of Violence members, Vaughn, Kreed, Vampiro, and Vicious challenge Spike, Samoa Joe, and the returning Gene Starwind. Obviously, everyone's been looking forward to all these matches. But of course, there's one match in particular we've all been looking forward to. That's this heavyweight title match between Lord Magma and Rampage. You see Rampage shooting Lord Magma off with this huge Luthes presence, taking all these mountain punches. Vintage Rampage with these relentless punches to the face of Lord Magma. And we know how unhuman Lord Magma, his abilities are. We're starting to see how strong and powerful and dominating Rampage can be. I mean, that's a big if Rampage can defeat Lord Magma, what he would have to do to put this man away. I'm not seeing Lord Magma get pinned 1, 2, 3 since last year.
Rampage doing what Rampage does best. That's trying to make his opponents submit, trying to lock in that armbar, but you know, just the long limbs of Lord Magma is just too hard to actually try to get him to submit. He's going to work on him a lot harder if he's going to be able to get him to tap out here tonight.
And the last time I've seen Lord Magma get pinned 1, 2, 3 was that Gang Warfare from last year. And the franchise player beat him to win the heavyweight championship with an assist from Big Vicious, by the way. And let's talk about ironic. And just imagine how quickly things can change this over a year.
Anything is possible here in the UWA, but Rampage coming back with vintage Rampage with that running big boot that just decapitates every single one of his opponents. Just makes them flop from that huge foot.
Might as well call it a big foot because he isn't obviously like Rampage, but unlike most wrestlers, Rampage he wrestles pretty much barefoot. He doesn't wrestle with boots like other wrestlers. He he pays respect to his MMA background. Look at his Rampage with a huge European uppercut.
And I'm sure Rampage would be a lot more comfortable if this match was taken inside a steel cage, but nonetheless, Rampage is with this whole newfound aggression ever since coming back from the plains of hell. And he's definitely want to get his revenge on Lord Magma here tonight. Win that UWA Heavyweight Championship. And look at this, go over the cover of that huge hammer throw, that exposed turnbuckle. But Lord Magma able to come back, turning Rampage around to that huge shoulder block. God, applying those boots just repeatedly. Takes him down that earth-rattling shot.
Obviously, Lord Magma, he gets his power from the depths of hell. So he pretty much always has, pretty much limitless power. Or normal wrestlers, they feed off the crowd or just the hatred from the crowd, depending if they're a face or a heel. And a lot of people have been labeling Rampage as the underdog going into this matchup. Look at this, Lord Magma with a 2 count. But we all know Rampage has what it takes to get to the big dance and compete in the main event for the heavyweight championship. And we saw him last year make history, defeat the franchise player's debut. So he knows he has what it takes to become heavyweight champion. But who's to say he has what it takes to turn out the challenge of Lord Magma and overcome his power and his dominance and his unholy darkness. Now this Rampage already going for the jackhammer with a huge strength and sends him down that suplex splash. Suplex slamming us, folds up and making a 2 count that time.
I really couldn't even hear the count from the ref. This crowd is just absolutely erupting here for this match. And they're getting what they thought was the main event early here.
Technically, Rampage is from Irvine, California. He's pretty much the hometown hero in this matchup. I mean, Irvine's not too far from Los Angeles. He's not too far from the Staples Center here. So he's pretty much from the Los Angeles area, as it makes him the hero in this match. But look at this. Lord Magma already go for the last one to Armageddon in the early going of the match here. And his sons of absolute authority. Pretty much on the receiving end of that, but you're pretty much in your own personal end of the world. Hence the name last night to Armageddon. God, that match should have been over right there. Rampage able to battle out of the last night Armageddon. I mean, he pretty much fought into the world and managed to come back after it.
not only able to come back from that last ride on again, but able to come back with the momentum nonetheless. I mean, how did these superstars do it, Rock Dog? I mean, obviously, like, coming from a former wrestler, I mean, how are they even able to do that kind of thing?
Well, for crying out loud, I mean, these men, they're just greatly conditioned. These men work out, they train their entire life and make this. I mean, you're a manager, so you probably don't really understand. You don't really get the gist. I mean, when we commentate, I mean, you do not really. It does not do you really any justice to get in that ring and feel the competition and know what type of strength, what type of speed and ability it takes just to lift up men and power out of devastating maneuvers. I mean, when you hear that crowd erupting, whether it's booing or cheering, you get in the moment. You're pushed immoral. You're pretty much invincible. Look at this, Lord Magma, this Emperor Hammer onto this hammering away on the Rampage in the corner again, is stomping him and throwing that knee into the side of Rampage's face there.
All this emotion erupting from this live audience here in Irvine, California. I mean, do you even think it's gonna be anywhere close to that for Rampage, but for Vaughn, Kreed, Bronco?
Well, technically, I mean, Vaughn, Kreed is booked in Los Angeles, unlike Rampage is booked from Irvine. Here's the way I see it. I mean, Vaughn Kreed is obviously, he doesn't give a shit about what the fans think. Vaughn Kreed doesn't give a crap if the fans boo him or cheer for any reason. And quite frankly, I don't think Vaughn Kreed is going to really help him if the fans cheer for him or Rampage. He doesn't want to let his fans down. If he hears people chanting his name, he's got to feed off the momentum from this crowd here tonight if he's going to survive. Oh my goodness! Did you see that simple punch? Turns the big man Lord Magma, that 7-footer, a 300-plus pounder, into that simple ass punch.
Yeah, that was. I mean, my God, he made that look so easy. I mean, that's no easy feat, folks. I mean, he is over a 300-plus pounder, as you said. I mean, my God, close to 400, close to 7 feet tall.
Rampage put almost no power behind that punch, and well, you saw what happened to Lord Magma after that exchange.
Yes, that's what you're talking about, Rockstar, earlier, that conditioning, that MMA background. Oh my God! And again, he's coming back. My God, Lord Magma, I don't think he knows exactly what he's gotten into here tonight. He's going for that lariat off the top rope, and Rampage able to slide underneath the ropes, but I think the big man might have landed up on him. Nonetheless, Rampage coming back.
Unlike you, see, I'm not going to label Lord Magma already and jump to conclusions and label him as the underdog. I mean, things we've seen everything that Lord Magma is capable of in the past, and there's always I mean, the thing about Lord Magma is when you compete against Lord Magma, another thing he does to you, he has so much hatred for this individual that every man that competes against him is always fired up, angry, puts all and running on all cylinders, and goes full force. And eventually, that's going to wear the man out. Where Lord Magma takes things one step at a time.
Rampage going to recover that headbutt. I'll say something here, but see, near fall. I really don't know where you get off saying that I called Lord Magma the underdog. I really don't know where I said that, and possibly putting words in my mouth. I mean, Lord Magma is definitely not the underdog. This is the same man that has those, this unhuman-like superpowers. He can put people on fire at any whim.
Well, for Colonel Love Olsen, you pretty much said that Lord Magma, he didn't have his work cut out for me. You're making it sound like that Lord Magma had underestimating Rampage, and you made it sound like that Rampage had Lord Magma's number. Well, all I'm saying is it's too early to tell. And look at this, Rampage, that huge super kick, has snapped it off and is taking down Lord Magma there. I'm not sure. You see Rampage is overwhelming Lord Magma with this, with all this energy, but eventually Rampage is going to have to run out of energy like everyone else. But that never affects Lord Magma because this man is just, he's not human. He doesn't run out of energy. He doesn't get tired. And look at this. Oh, Lord Magma. Look, oh my, this goes after referee Duff McDermott for no damn reason whatsoever. Luckily, Rampage is throwing those punches to the chest, the gut, and now again with this huge kick to the face of Lord Magma. We saw this Lord Magma get ready to expose the table, but Rampage stopped him in his tracks there.